Greetings, viewers! Nighthead here. Surprised it took me this long to use Deadpool for an Edgelord commentary. I originally wanted to do a one-shot using Nightmon, but then the power in my house went out for a night and the better half of a day. And when it came back, I had lost all motivation. Then I was told rather than make one point I don't agree with, my targeted aid made an entire video I feel is flawed. But I assure you, my precious collection of Nightmon pictures, your day will come. So the subject of today's video is The Dark Commentator. Ooh, such an intimidating username. I really don't know anything about him, other than he uses Audacity to deepen the pitch of his voice to play a character on his channel. He did a commentary on Commentaries, who did a video responding to Curry Star Warrior, who did a commentary on his commentary on Overly Opinionated's commentary on Tamashi Hiroka. Then a veteran commentator named Dustin Does Videos did his own commentary on Dark. Dark made a response commentary, and thus I am here. Also, I think I'm gonna stop talking that fast for the rest of the video, otherwise I'll wear myself out.
But my point is this: if you're going to give context, why not put it in the description? Hell, the video title explains enough context that I know what I'm getting myself into.
Why don't we put it in the description? Well, nobody wants to pause a video, have to scroll down and read the description for context. It just really breaks the flow of the video and it's just kind of awkward to do.
Awkward and breaks the flow of the video, huh? You mean like you have to pause the video and put down the timestamp with the point you want to counter? Or point out a flaw you see with the video, be it visual or what the person is saying?
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
Scripted Kermie. It's always a good time when this happens. So, can we talk briefly about this little issue that honestly bugs me when it comes to commentaries and all that stuff? Now, I've heard the complaints, and before you repeat the points in the comment section, let me just address them really quickly. So, when a commentary is released and your only complaint during an interjection is, oh, you only have one picture, or it's not matching up to what you said. Alright, let's try to break this down, shall we? Okay, so, the person in question knows who he is. They know what video I'm talking about. So let's not beat around the bush. The reason I use one image for my commentary on Overly Opinionated is the same reason I'm doing so in this video. And that is, I'm doing it for my own convenience.
Here's the thing, Kuromi, I don't exactly disagree with what you're saying, but what you just said here kind of makes you sound lazy. You only have one picture for your own convenience? When you say it like that, it is kind of lazy. I mean, if you said something like, my phone or computer doesn't have that much storage, therefore I can't have multiple pictures, that would make a bit more sense, but just for my convenience sounds rather lazy.
How does that make him lazy? Just because he wants to use one image for his own convenience?
Lazy. Unwilling to work or use energy. He's lazy because he's unwilling to put in the effort to actually put more than one image and make his video slightly more watchable.
And besides, it's his video. He can edit it however he sees fit.
I never said he couldn't.
And yet Kurome said using a single picture was for his convenience. And yeah, you kinda did. Telling Kurome to use more than one picture is telling him how to make his content.
But does that mean that we're not allowed to critique how he edits his videos to help him improve and make his videos better?
Alright, let's try this. That tone pitch you have is really annoying and does not fit the Viper at all. Why not use a different pitch for that character?
If anything, I could call your videos lazy. Which, by the way, that is completely subjective.
But, what? How is laziness subjective? Laziness is that you put little effort. That is not subjective. You either put a lot of effort or put very little effort.
Ah yes, I suppose it must have taken a lot of time and effort to hunt down all those pictures of Superior. Also, despite the fact that you claim you're speeding up Kurome's parts here, they just tend to drag and drag and drag until I want pull Tom Servo and just scream. And! What I said right there, that is me subjectively saying your videos are subjectively lazy.
Is the fact that it's a small issue make it wrong? No, it doesn't. Also, the reason why it is kind of important to have multiple images is because our eyes are attracted to things that are moving. and having one image would kinda not attract your eyes. The thing is, not everybody knows how to animate and not everybody can draw, so for people like that, what they do is they take multiple images to simulate movement. Yeah, it's not the same thing, but it can simulate a similar kind of effect and draw people's eyes into their video.
You know what else attracts our eyes? Colors, shapes, symmetry, organization. Those are other things that can also attract someone's eye.
And all those things, minus symmetry, were in Kurome's video. The reason I brought up movement was because there was none in Kurome's video.
So, did it matter if there wasn't any movement? No, because Kurome cared more about making the points than being bright and flashy.
Kurome was arguing that people should not expect you to have images that match with whatever you're talking about. Which, in some cases, I disagree with Kurome, especially when it pertains to having sources for your argument. While having multiple avatar images is not important, what is important is being able to back up your evidence, which I mostly like to use statistics. That is one of the most crucial things to arguing, is having your evidence to back up what you say.
Okay, I will agree with you, that point was a bit ill-timed, but it still fits in with this video, saying how he thinks it's okay to use one image and I say why it would be better to use more than one image. Also, keep this evidence point in mind. It becomes important later.
And I hate that I have to make a video justifying this kind of thing. I hate the fact that this is an actual complaint people have. Oh, but it's a video critique.
Sped up footage of
Okay.
Kurome. I didn't like these
tell me
scenes the
this.
first time.
Well, we wouldn't have known that we cared, but subconsciously it would have attracted our eyes to your video, and without knowing it, it would have actually made your video a bit more watchable. Not saying that your video was unwatchable, it just would have slightly upped the production of it.
Since when has commentators become YouTube dictators?
Oh, goody! I witnessed me a clip.
Like, why does it matter to you? It's obvious that you're trying to dictate to Kurome what makes a video watchable.
No, 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 no. I'm not dictating anything to Kurome.
Please, shut up. And yes, you were. You repeatedly said that using more than one image would have made Kurome's video more watchable. It's Kurome's channel, and Kurome can make videos in whatever style he feels comfortable with and what he feels work for him.
And while I agree that visuals are important to these type of videos, I also would argue that audio and your talking points have a much more impact on your video than just the visuals.
I never said it wasn't.
I think the final thing I'm going to say about this whole matter is that while it's nice to have a nice looking video, while it's nice, for effort to be put in, it's not always a requirement. It doesn't always impact the video to the point where you need to point it out. So, in the future, I suppose you can call this a little PSA or whatever.
I hear this argument quite a bit. Visuals don't matter that much, it's more of the argument that matters. While I do see this argument working to an extent, visuals are just as important as your argument. If I have a paper that can possibly contain the cure to cancer, but it looks like absolute dog shit, are you going to take the time to read it? Of course you're not going to take the time to read it. It looks terrible.
If it was my job to read that paper and grade it as a teacher, then yes, I would take the time to read it, whether it looks like crap or not.
You're misinterpreting me here.
No, he isn't. You said if you wrote a paper that contained the cure for cancer, no one would read it if it looked like shit. You never specified in your original video that this was a situation between two strangers. Dustin is saying if he was your superior at the medical science lab, that he would have to read your paper to see if it was plausible and sound. You never gave the context for this comparison, so Dustin had to come up with a scenario on his own.
Also, haven't you ever heard the old saying, never judge a book by its cover? I mean, it's clear that you have no idea what you're talking about, because if you did, you would know that there's more to video production than just visuals.
I hear this argument quite a bit.
Nope,
Visuals don't
screw
matter
you,
that much,
I
it's
already
more
counted
of
this
the argument
point.
that
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
Actually, do I even need to do final thoughts for this video? I mean, all I really did was answer a couple questions he had. Now, Kurome, I see what your point was with this video, and I actually do agree to an extent. If it's just a minor thing, and if everybody's pointed it out, there really isn't a reason to point it out, and I actually do agree with you on that.
And that was the focal point of the video. If it's something that is completely minor, then why make a big deal about it? Which, I agree with Kurome that most commentators do make a big deal about minor shit, such as editing, which you are making a big deal out of that, because you believe Kurome is lazy because he believes that he shouldn't have to use multiple images in his videos, which, in my opinion, is a minor thing, unless we are talking about presenting evidence.
I said Kurome was lazy because he wanted to use one image, which is a lot easier to do than putting multiple images, therefore not putting any effort into his video, therefore making it lazy. Also, you said that editing is not a big part in video making? Huh? What are you talking about? Editing is where you cut out your pauses, you add music, add a background, add your avatars. Imagine if this was just me not cutting out my pauses, had no avatars, no background, and no background music. That would be a very unentertaining video to watch. But some of your explanations here made you sound kind of lazy. I'm not saying that you're a lazy person. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't really know. I haven't seen too much of your work. But I'm just saying your wording in this video was kind of trash.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously. You just said that you agreed with him on most of the stuff that he said. Yet now you're saying that he's being lazy and that everything comes off as trash. Wow, you certainly backpedaled quickly.
I said I partially agree with him, meaning I only agree with some of his points. Specifically the point about commentators not needing to make a big deal over small issues. And I said that some parts of his videos, the wording was trash.
And that's what Dustin meant. You said while Kurome made good points, the rest of them were trash because of his wording.
But nevertheless, I just wanted to make this video in hopes to share my thoughts on this video, and I'm just gonna say this. I'm not the biggest fan of commentaries, and I have not made a commentary video in quite some time, and that's because, well, the community has changed, and it's not changing for the best, because there are so many people out there that are trying to dictate how people should edit their videos.
Okay, Mr. Evidence is crucial for your argument. Can you show us some evidence of people dictating others how to make videos?
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
But nevertheless, I just wanted to make this one commentary. I'm not looking to make a big comeback or anything like that. I think what set me off was mostly the comments section of this video, where I basically criticized his video and stated that, well, if he's gonna call Kurome lazy, then he's lazy. He pretty much took it the wrong way.
I wonder why you're not showing any evidence. I mean, you said it was crucial. We can't just take your word on it. You can go back to the video he's talking about, and I deleted nothing. It's just a back and forth between me and him, and my buddy Deku even got involved. But here's his original comment. There's no criticism on here. He's just saying, you're lazy because you use images from Google. Yep. Solid logic there, mate. It's not like this is a style of commentary where you put images in a slideshow to represent yourself with an avatar. No, it's totally because I'm lazy. 100%. The rest is a back and forth. I don't really feel like I need to put the entire thing on here because I feel like this makes my point enough. And also, at one point he threatened to show the Alt-CC. Yeah, just run to the Alt-CC when somebody's not listening to you.
Wow, you're getting really pissy, aren't you? But then you're the same guy who thinks he can take down Manicure when everyone around you, including Dual Tones herself, is telling you not to go pick a fight with him. You want a real example of someone being immature and won't listen? Look in a freaking mirror.
I remember a time when the commentary community was accepting of others' viewpoints. Now it's become a proverbial gladiatorial arena where if you have a certain viewpoint that they disagree with, they will make sure that they make you look like a bad person.
You don't show any other evidence, so I'll assume you're referring to my video. In that case, how is giving criticism disregarding others' viewpoints. I'm not disregarding his opinion, and I'm not getting mad at him because of his opinion. I could not care less what your opinion is. If you have a polar opposite opinion to me, that is A-okay. I do not care.
Which is why you become steadily madder and madder after showing those comments.
And also you say, the CC is just people trying to make each other look bad. Says the guy trying to make me look bad when I react negatively to a comment you left on my video, which is obviously trying to make me mad. Alright, let's just go on to final thoughts, considering the last part of his video would essentially be me repeating myself. And we all know I hate repeating myself. This was essentially a blind attempt at defending Kurome. Don't even lie. You used one image, you were defending Kurome, and I know you're in with the alts because you threatened to show the comment thread to them. And I know Kurome is an ex-alt member, so for all I know, you guys could be pretty close. I don't think Kurome had anything to do with this video, and I'm not going to accuse him of anything, so I'm going to just blame you and you alone for this video. This video was also lazy considering your audio was extremely quiet, you didn't even have any music in the background, which would have made your video a lot better, and your mic was extremely quiet. You had one image and didn't show any evidence even when you needed to. At the end of this video, I just want to make an announcement. If you mess, and this goes for anybody, if you mess with anybody who I consider a friend, and I see that as just a blatant attack and not criticism, I will call you out on that bullshit. I don't care which community you're from, I don't care who you are. If you make a blatant attack to anybody who I consider a friend, I will call you out on that bullshit. Also, I consider everyone in the CC to be my friend. Even Jonas Smith. I consider that guy to be a friend. If I saw Jonas Smith being blatantly attacked, I would call out that bullshit, because I consider that guy a friend. Anyway, this is TheDarkCommentator, signing off.
Wow, what a note to go out on! Applause, everybody! And now it's time for my own final thoughts. Dark, much like Joshua, I view you as one of those commentators with the I'm right, you're wrong mentality. You also seem very ruled by your emotions. The ending bit of this video is enough proof of that. The fact you got so angry after showing the comments Dustin left wasn't so much to refute his points here, but because you got pissy that you took some pot shots at your friend. I also feel this video was nothing more than you making excuses to defend your video on Kurome. I'll give Kirby Star Warrior this. He says in an update video that he didn't intentionally try to tell Kurome how to make his content. You, however, do strike me as the type of person who would try and dictate how other people make their videos. So Kurome and Dustin's videos weren't enjoyable to watch because they didn't have background music, huh? Well, I guess that means every video by Hobbs, Doodletoons, Ryan, and Montgomery that don't have background music aren't worth watching. I guess this video wasn't worth watching because it doesn't have background music. It's your logic, bud. I'm just using it. And then there's your parting words. I was told and saw how you were behaving on Twitter last night. How you want to rally an army of commentators to do one big massive co-op, a video that isn't even out yet as at the time of this recording. I saw other people in and out of the commentary community telling you that was a stupid move, and I also saw Jim laugh his ass off when he saw your tweets. You may think you'll be making a noble sacrifice for the greater good, but all you're really doing is causing your friends and a potential enemy to view you as a delusional fool. Anyways, I'm Night Eye saying thanks for listening, and please share your thoughts with me.